What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Nico, man, listen, if there's one thing I learned about exams is just don't do them. Who fucking needs exams in their life? How about fucking tell them to test these nuts? Good luck, man. Good luck with studying. You'll be fine. Yeah, listen to Logan. He's got it down. He's got it down with the sickness. Ay, Shiba. I've been thinking, honestly, Age of Empires 2. I've been thinking, because, you know, it's not like any of you guys give a fuck about what I'm about to say here, so all good. It's all good in the hood, baby boo. But what I want to say is that unapologetically, I'm flamboyantly gay. I'm gay for women. Oh, I just fucking I can't live without women. It's crazy. I don't need to make the racks like this. I can. Let me see.
It's Flash.
Is it Flash, dude?
Clever combat.
I love cock.
Thank you. You guys will be happy soon. I will move on from this game. You're happy when I'm happy? Yeah, I've been like, I'll be happy when I drop my fucking belly, man. I've been going to the gym a bunch. I've been kind of owning at, what's it called? I've been active as fuck lately. I feel so much better. I feel so energetic these days. I just gotta fix my fucking weight. And then I'll be fucking great. You know what I mean? That's all I care about. I'm a I'm a structured individual now. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 9, 10. Yeah, honestly, I've been kind of streaming almost daily now. Let me see. So in this past month, I've missed like maybe 4 or 5 days. What the fuck? I streamed 120 hours? That's crazy. Imagine if I did anything else with my time, how much better my life would be. Damn, January and February, my metrics are crazy good. All thanks to AoE too. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't know. I think the problem is that I genuinely have no interest in playing Brood War out like outside of Korea. It's like not it's really not interesting to me anymore. So I'd like to play more games. Um, I feel like playing other RTS games is interesting for people, but I guess it takes. It's kind of. I mean, Brood War is peak, man. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It's the peak game, but I think it's a bit dog shit outside of Korea. No, I'd like to play more Warcraft 3, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed playing Warcraft 3. I was just thinking it'd be nice to play more trendy games. Yeah. Satchel charge. Dead by Daylight. I don't think anyone, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think anyone wants to watch me play some fucking bitch-made pussy-ass games. I think people want to watch me play the real gamers games, aka RTS. I don't think anyone would want to play my balls in my ass.
Never mind.
TI quals, Quinn plus Gunnar carry 3 VTubers. What is wrong with Dota 2, man? Like, Dota 2 is so fucking degenerate, man. I think I was meant to be Mason, to be honest with you guys. In a sense. In a sense, I was meant to be Mason, but also, I'm not degenerate enough for that life. And also, I'm not a fucking asshole. I might be an asshole, but in a very specific way. Sorry, I'm actually just, it's because I'm browsing the different categories. Uh, Sometimes I'm watching these Age of Empires 2 streamers, and the people at my MMR are so potato. I'm like, oh, that's why they're this MMR. And then I think to myself, how am I losing? Close the porn tabs. I'm not a porn watcher, man. When I watch people at high MMR, what are they doing that I'm not? They're garbo, man. They're doing a lot of things that I'm not. Like, I don't know. It's not. I think people think that somehow you can neatly. I don't know. I think there's this strong misconception of like, when people ask like, oh, guess someone's rating, or like, what's the difference between 1500, 1600, or like, what's the difference between a B, A, and S rank player? And then people think, oh, it's definitively this one thing or this other thing. But in my opinion, it really is just like, imagine if you just lift more weight. I mean, it's that simple. So, like, what's the difference between someone who squats like 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate? Like, at the end of the day, 4 plates, whatever, 5 plates, 6 plates. At the end of the day, they just move more weight. Like, it's like the same activity, but they just move more weight. I mean, I think there's a baseline where if there's someone who's never been in the gym and then they've never squatted in their lives, you can tell that they're completely noob, right? Just like if someone's never played the video game, they're gonna suck ass and it won't look like a real game. But I think once you get to the point where people kind of regularly have acquainted themselves with the game, the difference between like a 1600 player and like a 2000 rated player, if you were to watch two 1600 players play each other and two 2000 players play each other, it would probably not look that different. But I mean, eventually, just like if you watch someone squat 2 plates or someone who squats 1 plate, it's like the same thing. I mean, now obviously if you look at, elite lifting, say like elite Olympic lifting, if you look at those Chinese fucking lifters, they're fucking insane. At some point, it does become impressive in itself. So like, if you were to watch pro level Age of Empires 2, it does look, the games do look a bit different than like potato level, but it's still the same movement. So if someone says the point of this long rant is, someone tells me, um, what's the difference? I feel like there's no real difference. It's just they're better. Like just just better at the game. Like what do you want me to say? Does that make sense? What's considered S rank in this game? I don't know. Who cares? I'm not too sure. And I think it's the same thing with Brood War. I think people will like. I don't know why, man. I don't know why it's like this. I don't know why people like to compartment. I don't know, like create like. I don't know why people talk about like, oh, this is the one difference or that's the one difference. It's all bullshit, man. I think, like I've mentioned before, I hate over intellectualization of anything in life. And I think honestly, one thing AI is doing is revealing just how fucking worthless. I mean, we create meaning through language and all these symbolic systems and stuff. So they're not worthless per se, but I think we've overly obsessed with this intellectualization of life, like this abstraction of life, and it actually is pretty meaningless underneath it. Like anyone can say anything, but doing is another matter. So I think like sometimes AI kind of reveals just how meaningless in a sense a lot of our symbolic representations are because we've essentially completely automated even the generation of it. But that will never take away the embodied uh the embodied doing of it. And that's kind of the point of playing video games. A lot of people try to learn video games abstractly. They get coaching or they read articles or they think too much about the game or like they practice too much in single player or whatever. But when the bottom line is you just have to do the thing. You have to, you just have to beat opponents of that rating. You have to win your games against this type of opponent. And there's no like while you're in the game, there's no like you know pausing and thinking about it. It's you either do it or you don't. Just like you either lift or you don't lift. Does that make sense? I think that's what. So long rant, but that's the point. But it took me, I mean, I was there too, I was there too. Like I obviously I have the raw skill to get very good at well any RTS game obviously. But let's say Age of Empires 2, I could get good at it, meaningfully good at it in a meaningfully efficient amount of time. But that doesn't replace, it's hard like you can't just overcome, for example, I have barely over 100 games experience in 1v1 and I'm playing people with tens of thousands of games. I mean, you can't overcome that overnight, right? No matter uh, how well endowed you are, let's say. I mean, experience is king. You understand? And I think that's partly one thing that I find really interesting is it is fun to learn new things because I think this idea of entropy applies to anything in life, right? But as you get familiar and acquainted with one thing, over time it kind of like, yeah, it gets very hyper optimized and it becomes a different game, right? Like Brood War is a different game now than it was 10 years ago and even 20 years ago, and Age of Empires 2 as well, and so many of these other games. That's why people say stuff like, um, oh, the skill level now is so much higher than the skill level then, as though we've mapped, like we've figured the game out more, we mapped out the space more. But I think it's more, I mean, we have mapped out the space more, but I think it's more a kind of entropy that happens as well, where the game stops being so wondrous and like interesting, and it's more kind of like suffering a kind of skill inflation. And I think rediscovering that wonder by playing new games and stuff like that is very interesting and it's very fun. And I think that's why it's kind of unfair. You know, I think if you take us like this isolated, for example, there's this stream, sorry, the streaming, the Age of Empires 2 streaming uh, competition or whatever, or like the Warcraft 3, whatever. If you take this isolated bubble of like new players, then you're kind of recreating that environment where it's like a pre-inflationary environment, a pre-entropic environment, and it's with people that are learning the game. And I'm experiencing this too, right? Like I'm learning a new game from scratch, and that's a vastly different experience from people that have essentially inhabited the game for years. And often I feel like we kind of, because most game communities only reside within their game for years and years and years, and they kind of lose sight of this phenomenon that takes place. Um, anyway, there's a bigger point I want to make with this, but I'm gay, so I can't snipe Day 9. He's too low MMR. It's the kind of point that I'm trying to say is that, for example, like you take someone like me who's otherwise pretty competent at RTS games, and even with my, and I'm not the only one. I don't want to sound too egotistical saying this, but even with my skill profile, I can't necessarily
Flash.
immediately
Is it Flash, dude?
figure out the
Or is
game.
it I love cock!
Thank you, Tricky Boy
O2
75.
Pugger.
Techie Boy 75, merci beaucoup. Sorry. I think what I'm trying to say is, even someone like me is having a hard time. Well, there's a space of having to kind of learn it's like learning a new language, you know how like if you learn a new language, you kind of regress back to being a child in a sense, like you kind of regress. You have to inhabit a new logic, and not just a linguistic logic, but like a cultural logic. And it's the same thing with, learning a new game or any new skill. And I think what it's revealing is that sometimes people that inhabit only one particular space, whether it's linguistic, cultural, or like a game, and they kind of undergo that entropic kind of like inflationary decay over time, where even though the game becomes more the skill becomes more embedded within themselves and their identity, it also kind of uh, loses a bit of its meaning, right? So like that's why, if you look at, for example, like people that play WoW a lot, or like any MMO, they're always frothing, or like any game is always frothing at the mouth with like, we need patch cycles, we need stuff to stay, um, we need stuff to stay fresh. Like we need uh, novelty to like combat this kind of like entropic kind of decay, Um, and I think that's kind of like a symptom of, the way we construct our identity in modern life. It's very like kind of splitting, like division of labor. Not to use like a Marxist term, because I think Marxism, as with many philosophical systems, is fucking retarded. But the point is that we kind of embody certain areas of specialization because that's kind of what modern life demands of us. And instead of kind of like exploring the vastly different things that we can kind of do and reinventing ourselves and rediscovering stuff for the first time. Like, for example, I'm enjoying playing Age of Empires 2 because it's so new and different. I have to figure everything out. It's not just rehearsed. Nothing is rehearsed. Like, everything is active in my brain because I don't inhabit the logic of the game. And I think most people could benefit from doing stuff like this, is the grander point that I'm trying to get at. I'm not sure what I'm ranting about anymore. But I hope some of you guys get the point that I'm trying to make. In the context of, I don't know, being gay or something. So I'm gonna clip that, post it on YouTube. Come down to your job, you work with a bunch of idiots, they need help. No, I would never want to be in politics. I'm just a human living life, man, trying to express my experiences for other people to also, have frames of reference for their own experiences. That's it. Can I beat Mr. Llama? Mr. Llama sucks fucking ass, man. He's dog poo. No offense. I mean, you're asking a fucking real gamer if he can beat a fucking fake gamer. I mean, is that real? It's like you're asking peak athletic gamer if he can beat a little amateur boy. You sent a show match? I don't think anyone. I think this is like what show match, man? I have no clout. No one gives a fuck about what I say. That's why I run my mouth all the time. I run my mouth. I burn bridges. I don't even know before they even have time to exist. I am a fucking future. I'm like that Minority Report on myself, man. I fucking commit crimes into my future self all the time. Llama cares. Let me tell you something. The one thing about like streaming culture is that it has selected for the worst garbage fucking gamers. Like, I don't think I'm necessarily like a Flash type or like a Cyril type. Like, I think there's a world where you guys would be surprised of my particular level of talent. Uh,
but I don't think I'm not trying to say I'm the greatest because I'm far from that, and I'm actually quite a shitty competitor because I have terrible psychology, and it's not that I have terrible psychology, but my personality is not very well suited to like the public performance of competition. Um, and also, I don't have the attention span to devote myself to be like ultra elite all the time. Like I could probably sustain it for like a very short amount, like very short bursts. You know, I know myself. So I'm not like, but let me tell you, like I'm not a fucking dog shit gamer, okay? There's a lot of dog shit gamers that are just very like it's so weird because like streaming when streaming came out, like when streaming first started, right? It was all about it was all about like it was all StarCraft 2 and it was all about like top players kind of streaming and like people wanting to watch really good people play, especially RTS games. I mean, it was 100% that. Why? Because like, you know, FPS and stuff, you could actually see the players play. You could see the players play um in the you know in the game like by observing, sorry, like it was from their perspective. Fighting games, you could kind of see it, you know? But RTS games are always a bit ephemeral because you would see the game play out, but you wouldn't see the management. And that's why, you know, the original Korean broadcast, sometimes they added those FPVOD views, the first person views. And when those interjected in, people were like, holy fuck, what the fuck? This guy's so fast. It was all, I'm telling you guys, it was RTS, man. It was RTS. And then when streaming became popular, that's why StarCraft 2 basically boomed everything, in my opinion. And then originally it was intertwined with like, you know, competition and whatever. But eventually, you know, it did kind of like uh, morph into this personality thing. You know, you can think about like Destiny and stuff like that. But even then, at least Destiny was playing like a real game. But now it's just all a bunch of fucking potato ass gamers um, that are really unimpressive to watch, which is so weird. It's so weird to me. I mean, I'm not, you know, like it's so weird to me. There's some there's not. I mean, there's some exceptions. You know, there's some exceptions. You know, someone like Hera, for example, I feel like is the ultimate kind of product of this environment. He's like both really good, like a really talented gamer, but he's also really well packaged as like a broadcaster. And it's very strange to see. It's very strange to see. But it's kind of like the ultimate thing that this environment selects for. I wonder if over time, like, we'll get more people like that or no. Maybe he's an outlier. I don't know. Anyway, you guys baited me, man. Those are some big rants I just dropped. I mean, I just don't know why anyone would ask, like, would I be able to beat Llama at Miss like, bro, who do you think would win in an RTS battle? Gypsy or Mr. Llama SC? I mean, what the fuck kind of question is that? Bro, I fucking went to Korea to play fucking StarCraft Brood War on Korean servers. I got fucking top 100 MMR in Korea, dude. I mean, I played fucking Bisu Flash Jaedong. You're asking me, can I beat some Mr. Llama SC? Okay, dude. I mean, that's like Slardar thinking he can beat me in Age of Empires 2. I mean, Lukey Bears, man. I mean, I don't know. $100? Well, shelf stable breed, man. You don't. I'm not the one you have to convince. I'm not the one. Let me tell you, if I could play show matches against variety streamers, I would get so much money. I would love that. I would love that. That would be the easiest job of my life. That would be like if you asked, you know, whatever. I feel like I'm getting baited, man. You guys are continuously baiting me. Would I do a show match versus Grubby? I would do a show match versus Grubby. Are you fucking crazy? Flex the gun? Maybe in a bit. I mean, Grubby is actually a talented gamer, though. I don't have a problem against Grubby is. I'm not talking shit about Grubby. I'm talking shit about Mr. Llama SC. I mean, who's a very lovely chap. You know, I'm sure he's a lovely chap. You know, I don't you know, I think he's great. He's got a great stream. I just doubt his RTS ability. I mean, I feel like that's pretty. Yeah, he didn't ask for this. It's all because of Lukey Bears, man. Before I lose a million games today. To be honest, I'm already kind of crashing out on Age of Empires too. What's the backup? Chess. I don't actually know. I was thinking about this. It kind of depends because it's very plausible that I go back to Korea next month, in which case I would start playing Brood War again. Or I might go after the summer, in which case I'm not too sure what I would do. I mean, it's kind of hard being a Brood War streamer, to be honest, because I feel like people that watch Brood War,
It's Flash. Is it Flash, dude? Or is it I Love Cock?
Lukey Bears, it's kind of fucked up that this whole time you weren't subbed. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about that, but thank you. It's tough being a Brood War streamer because, you know, people know, Brood War enjoyers know what a real game is. So when you play a fake game, it's kind of hard, you know. So even if I say like, oh, you know, I might play some Warcraft 3 or whatever, no one gives a fuck. It would be good to get a. That's why I'm trying. I'd like to play something more. I need to somehow steal some plebeian viewers of the other games and show them, slowly reel them in, you know, eventually. You're not subbed to anyone on Turbo? Yeah, well, I also have Twitch Turbo, TBH, so. Maybe we should just watch. Maybe I should just turn into like an Artosis restreamer, to be honest, because have you guys seen all those YouTube like Artosis casts? Just do some MAGA streams and hardcore politics. You really think do you think I am I have such a lack of consciousness that I could be a grifter like that? I mean, I would hate myself. I feel like that's impossible for me to do. But that's why we love Artosis, man. He's still trying. He's still improving, man. He's still improving. He's still improving. But he's always been like this. How do I like AoE? I like AoE 2 a lot. It's fun. I don't think it's fair to ask me compared to Brood War. But I like AoE 2. I actually like a lot of games, you know? I don't I'm not a big Brood War elitist. Like genuinely the thing I think people don't so my actual take about Brood War and why it's goated is because if you're hardcore, like if you want to play a game like competitively, hardcore competitively, in my opinion, Brood War um rewards that the most. Like every game becomes pretty degenerate at very high level. And a lot of the times every game also has these degenerate like abusive things. Like it degenerates into like abusive interactions or like very unfun situations, especially at high level. In other words, most games have design issues. And I think Brood War at the highest level has the fewest design issues. It is the most fun to play. It is the most fun and it is the most rewarding for your skill. And in my opinion, takes the most skill. And is why it's the most rewarding. So that's the only reason why I like Brood War compared to other games. But I play every other game. I enjoy it. It's just would I actually do you got like where would I ever play Age of Empires 2 competitively having played Brood War? Absolutely not. I would feel like I cheaped out. I'd be like, I can't believe I'm playing this game when there's the fucking god gamers in Korea playing Brood War. I mean, it's just hard to live with that. Like, I remember when I was younger, I kind of had a similar. When I was younger, I kind of had a similar mental, which wasn't like the best mental. But I always thought, wow, Brood War is like just peak fucking game. And it's so impressive to have that kind of mechanical ability that I always thought people that thought a game like Dota is hard and competitive, I always thought that was a joke. I was like, I mean, you could play Dota and be like competitive in it, but it's a joke compared to StarCraft. Not just Brood War, but like StarCraft 2. Like it's a fucking joke. Like it's nowhere near the same amount of skill. So that's kind of how I feel about Brood War. No, Brood War is pretty dead. Whose pending invitation is this? What does he want? What am I doing in here? You want to get smacked real quick?
Show match. No, Brood War is dead. Like, the Brood War is not very active outside of Korea, so that's why I don't play it. Rant Gamer 93. Honestly, I think Slar is retarded, but that's a good time. Now that I'm circling back to saying, oh, I don't play Brood War anymore. Now I know the rant has been exhausted. I'm repeating myself. It's time to shut the fuck up. I mean, AoE 2 is fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything bad about it. And I think the AoE 2, if you enjoy playing AoE 2 competitively and you enjoy watching it competitively, I don't think there's a problem at all with that. Personally, I think there's a couple of issues with AoE 2. Specifically, there's way too much bloat with all this DLC garbage, and I think the fact that people can play with mods that basically are akin to cheating is kind of is insane to me. It's insane that cheating mods are normalized, and that you need mods to play this game. But it's a fun game. Yeah, I think it's completely different from other RTS games because one of the biggest things is that if you wall, like in other RTS games, you need to, like, army movement is more important. And in this kind of game, you get situations where if you're completely walled, it's like a completely different concept where you're just immune. You're immune to attacks and you can like counterattack, or like you don't really need to bring your army back defensively, or some weird stuff like that that doesn't really exist in other RTS games. It's a bit counterintuitive. Like, sometimes the right choice is to just wall. Just wall, forehead. Quick walls, far quad. And then I think stuff like the market is insane. It's terrible design, the market. It's like terrible. Promotes terrible gameplay. But I mean, if you play, I feel like if you've played Age of Empires your whole life and you're used to this logic of the game, then it's fine. It works. So I think that's the other thing is... And I mean, it's kind of the same for Brood War, you know? Like, I mean... You know, Brood War has terrible fucking pathing and shit. And like, the only reason the game is playable is if you've played the game for an eternity and you're used to the pathing and stuff, you know? For some people, that might just be like, what the fuck is wrong with this dog shit game? And valid, you know, valid. That would be like a valid crash out. Actually, I hate ranting. I feel like, why the fuck did I just yap for so long? Obnoxious ass fucking streamer. I need to get on this gold earlier, man. The fuck, he's even building a fucking tower? What the fuck? Why is he making so many towers? He has no idea what I'm doing. I'm not even making units. What the fuck? He has even more fucking towers. Is he trolling? Honestly, I feel like he's just making crossbows or something. I don't know. Okay. Bro, I keep getting supply stuck or housed like a fucking dumb bitch, man. It's so fucking crazy how fucking garbage I am. Look at these units here, man. This guy was... I was fully erect on the map, and this guy was fully not erect. There's some stone here. Look at his tiny ass fucking base, man. This guy was... Invitations. What the fuck?
Fully flaccid. $16? The fuck? He went feudal so fast. I wonder... Does he just put like 1 on wood or something? Does he even get wood? Chimera are pretty insane. Yeah. Doesn't he need a barracks for a stable though? Oh no, because stable's a feudal building? He needs a barracks to build a stable, doesn't he? Or to unlock other buildings? What the fuck? That's so crazy. Yo, I should play Khmer. That's insane. It's so crazy. Imagine just making a civ that defies the logic of the game. I mean, I guess that's part of it. True asymmetry is brewing. I can't believe I let my units get trapped. What was he thinking when he just kept building stone towers? Kept building stone. I mean, he even mined stone. He's not even building like a... What the fuck? That's so weird. He's just huddled up in his fucking little base. Going for a around the world counterattack. This is like when you play ZVZ, your opponent has spores and you don't. I guess he got those towers to do the counter. To do this attack. So I suppose at least there's some logic behind his moves. I just thought he was getting towers for no reason. And even a third tower. This whole time he's like just long distance mining stone. This has got to be the most brain damage I've ever seen. I can use small trees and capture Age? How? Thank you. This guy was horrible, man. Well, silenced pizza. I think if there's something I've noticed despite my insane rant earlier, it's that I think it's only at 1800. I think when you get close to 1800, people actually have build orders. It's not some fucking brain damaged stuff like this guy. Yeah, the whole first hour was a fat fucking rant, Dragonstar. You missed out, but I'll chop it and send it on YouTube, I'm sure. Stargamer has deranged thoughts on AoE 2. But it had nothing to do with AoE 2. Yo, Chimera are fucking insane broken, man. I didn't realize they don't need buildings to unlock other buildings as well. I thought it was just for aging up. The one thing I hate about track trebs is they actually do no damage, like... Or is it because he just had more vills repairing than I did? I guess I only had 8. But I had the masonry upgrade and hoardings, I think, no? My castle is like fucking big dick compared to his. I guess it doesn't add armor though, so it doesn't really matter. I need 8. He's just repairing, man. Where's he getting his stone from? He spent all his stone on fucking towers, bro. He has 88 vills and only 15 repairing this. Dude, he's playing like... This is how I think Nyoken would play. He's like in his little ball here, just... I think the craziest part is the Trebs like basically one-shot traction Trebs. Almost. Oh my god, from downtown! Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, it's really funny that somehow this game has like a Z-axis, even though it's supposed to be a isometric game, though, because the projectiles literally get blocked by these buildings. I don't think it's obviously not up until here. It's like probably the hitbox is probably the center, but that's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's pretty high technology if you think about it. And put Vil on ass of a Mangonel versus tower. Damn. That is kind of crazy. Let me pee first, actually. I think it insta-queued me. Oh my god, that was close. Almost 1800. Now we're obviously gonna tank. Britons on this ugly ass color, bro. But it looks nice if you haven't played it in a while. Oh my god, I hate myself. I'm dog shit.
Oh my god. Always something fucking I forget with my build. It's dog shit. I'm just like permanently fucked. I just forgot to put stuff on berries. It's fucking crazy. Alright, GG. I really hate how that invitation thing is there, and I'm gonna remove Slardar because of it, because he's like fucking annoying. Slardar, can you stop being a fucking Spurg, man? It's so fucking annoying when you do shit like that. Gold Rush. Like, what the fuck, man? The units are so fucking tiny in this game that... Oh my god, man. It's like you have to be dexterous, just like if you have a small penis. You have to be dexterous with your hands to touch it. Like I try to click one villager and it selects 3 because they're so tiny. Yeah, unfortunate. I should have followed that. Tech. Not good. What the fuck? Oh, stressful game. Sometimes I feel like I should play more Zoom. Well, what the fuck is that? My builders are so dog shit, man. He's not even like, fuck berries, man. He doesn't need berries. I mean, 3 scouts for 1 Vil is like not worth at all. The reason I went scouts, by the way, is because I just assume on this map is better, no? If you're cross, I guess I didn't realize you can be, like on this path, there were no wolves. I thought if you go scouts, at least you can avoid fighting the fucking random Gaia shit in the middle of the map. Dude, I don't know when I find all the sheep or not. I'm like retarded. It's crazy that he kept fighting me even though I hit castle. This is so crazy. To be honest, I do find it stressful if they have town center and workshop in the middle of the map. +1 armor is better? Okay. Well, sorry, it's not better because you still want the range from the attack, right? Just, you mean I should get armor faster? This guy has no workers.
Reverse the order. What, I reverse these nuts? This guy's not even spending his resource. I guess he's just, instead of getting a third TC, he's just rushing Imp. That's actually not bad. How come this guy's build seems... I mean, he's only down like 40 villagers, you know, no big deal. Definitely recoverable. You died to this? I mean, it's crazy how all the gold is in the center. It's so fucking autistic. Man, I really like playing Inca, actually. I feel like it's such an insane civ. Can't believe I walked this into the castle. Oh, you can just go cannon, that's right. This guy's poor as all fuck, though. But they have plus 20 HP. I'm just sitting here like low ground, just delivering. Stand and deliver. He actually left here. I guess he was dead. I mean, he has the castle, but... he has gold in his back base. Muisca? I swear, man, this fucking thing is pissing me off. No, I won't. I won't. I will keep getting mad every time I open it. I need a reason to shit on fucking... Yo, honestly, this all sounds
Is it
crazy.
Flash, dude? Or is it I love cock?
Barks, thank you.
Age of Gypsy 17.
Is Muisca good to just play as is, or do you have to do some gay shit? Wow, they're missing a lot of upgrades. What the fuck? Do you just play monks? Dude, I feel like I'd be a great monk gamer. Temple Guard, Monk, Champ, Siege? Damn. That sounds sick. Minus 50% gold sounds crazy, man. Heal. Does that mean they also heal villagers? That doesn't sound fair. Okay, in the monastery, generally, what are the best Like, what are the best upgrades that you want to get? I'm guessing Fervor is really good. Some of these are cheap-ish. Like Redemption is really, I mean, block printing is clearly insane and like Fervor. Sanctity. Okay, yeah. Yeah, block printing is imp, but okay, so you get Fervor, Sanctity, and Redemption. I feel like maybe I'm a Muisca gamer. What the fuck? So is this supposed to be a fair unit, Temple Guard? Is it? So okay. So you go H3 and then what do you do? Do you just always put down a monastery? Or do you like go 2 TC monastery? What is that creepy face? No TC? 3 racks champy? Shiva. Dude, that sounds fun. And you just get relics and make monks? Did I win my 500? No, there's no way I'm winning 5. There's no way I'm getting 2K, man. It's too hard. I'm trash. Maybe in a world, maybe if I was young and all I cared about was gaming and I only the thing is I'm actually not spending that much time on AoE 2 cuz I don't want to. But if I mean, I play a decent amount, but the other side of it is I haven't watched any people play much. And if I would sit there and just study some VODs, so if I would study VODs and play every day and not miss a day, 2K would be pretty hard still, but like I would be if I was taking it seriously, but I can't I don't care that much, so even watching just a few VODs like really helps me. But I haven't. Team bonus. Natural gold sources last 15% longer. Are you trying to get me to play this? So you're telling me I just sit there and Ford Monastery and Siege and just cheese people down? But can you play like a normal opening then? Or do you want to basically just go fast castle? Okay, fine, man. Oh, Shiba. This one's for you, man. We'll try. Yeah. I'll just play a normal opening. Well, you know, normal by my standards, which means totally fucked up. Either you get no, I would never. You're too competent of a gamer to ever get VIP'd. If anything, I should VIP myself. Okay, 3 racks, champion. Monastery Siege, man. I'll do it. I'll be a dirty cocksucker. No TC gaming. Oh shit, I forgot I have settlements. Well, not the best settlement location. Probably could have had something more efficient, but I literally forgot. So does that mean, like, if I get rushed, you know, I can just fight under my... Yo, you think this is actually a bug spawn? There's no way I'm supposed to have that few. Oh my god, man. It's so crazy. You gotta admit, that's pretty retarded, isn't it? Like, I feel like I've never seen a spawn like this in my entire life. Fuck, I forgot the... I definitely missed. I'm scouting like a
dog poo. Forgot to get gold like a dumb bitch. Is it? Yeah, he got fucked, man. Eduardo. Wait, actually, that's crazy. I don't know why I'm watching the replay, but I will. Did I miss? No, I got all my... So, he gets a full, like, chicken stack, and I get this fucking... this shit. Epic. Could be worse. Bro, he has so many more villagers than me, though. What the fuck? I did win. I'm so fucking retarded, man. I can't even tell that. It's okay, man. Champy Gaming. Alright, that didn't count. I swear, man, every time I click that, I'm gonna go crazy.
Why are there chicken and deer maps? Why not, man? That's what you should ask yourself. Eduardo, the rematch. Shibal. That was supposed to be a one and done, man. Okay. Dude, just shut the fuck up, man. I gotta lock in. Yeah, I'm dumb. I mean, I should be grabbing my forward boar, but I'm a dumb motherfucker.
Okay. This guy's so good. I don't get how he just never gets hit, man. He's too good.
Mixed Scorps? Alright. I don't know. I'll do that next time. Yeah, I know. I just didn't like. I mean, that's the first time I ever did that, so I can only manage it so well, Kappa. I think. I don't know. I mean, he microed really well. What else can I fucking say? I feel like this guy's definitely like smurfing. Yeah, okay. I also manage my economy like really poorly. I mean, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, so and that's kind of normal. Damn, I can't believe you're just unapologetically telling me to fucking all in like that.
놓치고 있습니다. 사람 근로자가 한국에 이민 오는 이유를 지금 놓치고 있습니다. 이유를 지금 놓치고 있습니다. 사람이 이민을 왜 할까요? 더 나은 삶을 위해서 이민하는 거잖아요. 지금 여기 남아 있으면서 300만 벌고 50만 원 남기고 250만 원 보내면 자기 나라에서 그 이민자, 이 노동자의 가족이 아주 잘 삽니다. 근데 여기 4년 동안 대출에 묶고 그 사람의 인생을 더 비참하게 만드는 거는 이게 과연 좋은 정책일까?
제가 본질적인 질문에 대한 답변을 드리겠습니다. 그 답이 있습니다. 저희 우리나라에서는 F2R이라는 비자 단계가 있습니다. 인구 소멸 지역 그 기준으로 F2R 비자를 받으면 가족을 데리고 올 수 있는 그 우리나라 제도가 있습니다. 그래서 본질적으로 대출을 하지 않아도 그 비자를 가지고도
지금 정책에 대한 말씀, 복지가 빠져 있다는 말씀드린 겁니다.
네. 우리나라에서는 F2R이라는 비자
우리 답변 너무 못해요. 예. 우리 답변 진짜 너무 못해. 예. 아 이게 정말.
All right. late for me now. I'm gonna go to sleep. Try to all in some people tomorrow. I mean, damn. Can't believe Grubby overtook my MMR, man. With this Shameless all in. It's not very honorable. Do you actually, like, do you still want to get eco upgrades, or do you just, you don't care? Oh, you do get the second one? And then, I mean, you keep making villagers, right? Obviously. Do you actually just never put down a second TC? What am I supposed to make temple guards, though? Oh, there's Cav. Oh, okay. I bet I would have smacked that guy in a macro game. Damn, there's no one to host. The fuck? Yeah, we'll see. Good night.